Well, we're on our way into Arkansas to head into the woods again, and we're at our normal stop when we go into Arkansas at the rest area here. And there's a Pokestop right there that we always, well, I say Pokestop, it's a Poke Gym that we always battle if we have to and put our Pokemon in it. This time it's already red because we're Team Valor, so all we had to do was throw in. And as you can see, we got Remington in the truck, if you can see through the window there. He's watching, make sure Mama's safe as she goes to the restroom. I didn't have a chance to clean the truck up, so it's still dirty, but it's probably just gonna get dirty again. And as you can tell, we are loaded down this time because we're gonna just spend a lot of time at the camp area and enjoy ourselves. And we're gonna try out our new charbroil grill, and it's the heavy walled one, and I've already had it on and I think it's gonna work perfect. And we got us some new yard chairs, camping chairs, so we'll set them up and do a review on that. You're gonna see more of our annex room, and we're just gonna have a good time. And I'm gonna share with y'all a place you can go camping in Arkansas that don't cost you a dime, and that's gonna have plenty of area for you to roam and hike and do trails, enjoy your camping. And there's a lake. If you wanted to take your kayaks, you can take your kayaks. Remy looking at me. So I hope y'all enjoy the ride. We'll be there in a couple hours. We had to make a pit stop. Ashley wants to go to Arkadelphia. There's a yarn store there and she wants to check out some yarn. So we'll get with y'all in a little bit. Well, we made it to Marcus Lenox campground. This is a free camp area that's on Lake Degray, and have a little privacy for changing clothes and stuff. And we just kind of storage, but there's room. We can take our 2 chairs and set in there if we need to. But this is our view, which if you're up in the tent, you're gonna get a higher view. The bathrooms over there have boards nailed up over the doors. You cannot use the facilities at all. So you're either going to use a tree or bring your own system. We do have other campers here. One was camped right there and they just left. There's one over in the woods over there, and there's one right across the street from us. But you can camp on the other side, and there's even a better view over there. But since they was over there, we wanted to let them have their privacy, and then we just chose to come over here. Haven't got the stuff out of the back of the truck all yet, but this is what it looks like from the back. A little bit, we're gonna go for a walk down that way, and then I want to go check out, there's a car over there, but I want to walk around, and it looks like there's some gravel that goes out into the lake over there. Maybe a boat ramp over there or something, I don't know, but we'll go check it out a little bit. But yeah, you can camp here and it's totally free, and you have picnic tables, barbecue grills, a little table beside the barbecue grill. The picnic table for this site is gone, but it worked out for us because we have a nice level spot to hang out. It's a little bit chilly today. We're going to walk down that away and give y'all a view of that. Decided to make some coffee to warm up with. So I've just got all of our stainless stuff kind of laying around this burner while the water's heating up, so it'll preheat everything, and then when I make the coffee, it'll be stay warmer longer, and these will be warm because they was cold to the touch. But you know, it's not real cold, but what, 50s maybe? It's enough to make your coffee get cold quicker. So go ahead and preheat everything before you make your coffee, and it'll just stay warmer longer. And we walked down there where they bush hogged down to the lake, and the wife went down there first, and she told me to be careful because where the bush hog cut those stops, you could stick one through your foot if you're not watching. So, but in just a little bit, since we get our coffee, we're going to do a tour down this way, and we might go ahead and walk back up this way. Now, I saw an area that would have been cool to camp on over there. I'm not sure if you can or not. I'm assuming you can, but there's no picnic tables or grills or anything like that, but you have a decent view. But anyway, we're going to finish our coffee and then we're going for a walk because Remy is waiting to go for another walk. Too bad that wasn't ladder right there. That's what that is. What are you doing?
Those bathrooms have seen better days. They're all boarded up. Maybe they'll rebuild them or something because they do have new boards on them, so who knows? I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, but there are birds in that thicket that are rummaging around. Or squirrels or something small.
Another little section over from where we set up. We just walked up a trail. This is kind of a little peninsula that comes down to the water. Just saw a duck or something way out there. It just went underwater. Water's nice and clear. Several islands on this lake, it looks like. Okay, I'm done. This is the new grill that we purchased from Lowe's. It's a charbroil gas because I didn't want to worry about carrying charcoal around with me. And I've always got these green cylinders, and I've got the big cylinder in the back of the truck, so I've always got gas. And it's not because I eat beans, it's because I use it to cook. Oh, gosh. Anyway, this is the second time I've lit this. The first time I just lit it to make sure that it worked. But in the instructions it says to run it for about 15 minutes and burn it off. You know, burn all the fumes off of it. So we're going to run it for 15 minutes. And then we're going to cook some sausage dogs. But I really like it. It's got an auto ignition. You don't have to use matches or anything. You just push a button and it lights up. So it's pretty cool. It's not real big. It is pretty heavy though. And of course, take a look at the inside there. But that's our new camping grill. Folks, we've got some baby back ribs on the little charbroil, and I just had the door open, but temperature's going back up, and it will fit your standard slab of ribs on the grill, plus room for more. I'm so far just tickled pink with this little grill. You know, I've got a great big charbroil at the house. It's one of those grills that you can do gas or charcoal, and I've been really happy with it also. But they make a cheaper version of this one, and the metal is different, and it's not near as heavy. I think this is like cast, and it's got the automatic igniter, and so far it's worked every time. So yeah, $89.99 at Lowe's, and I'm happy with it. This is an awesome little grill. I'll show you how the ribs come out later. We're getting our butt warm. And she was getting her butt warm. Temperature's dropping as the sun goes down. I'll have just a small fire for a little bit. because once we get too cold, we got a place to get warm. But I got the ribs still going. That little grill's holding temperature pretty good. So far, so good. Sun's going down over the lake. But I thought I'd share a fire with you. Everybody likes a good fire.
So show Daddy your queso mustache.
Okay. You talk about a spoiled dog. Not only does he get the chips, he gets them dipped in the queso. Yeah, he's spoiled. Well, the sun is behind the hills over there. Taking an evening stroll. My ribs will probably be done by the time we get back to the campsite. They're smelling awful good.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
Walking down the boat ramp. No swimming or wading. No wake zone. It's beautiful. I think this is the last weekend for a while we're going to have that's decent weather to go camp. I know a lot of people like camping in the cold, but cold doesn't agree with me, so I don't camp when it gets too cold. Unless I just get the itch and just have to go. But it's been pleasant and we've enjoyed ourselves.
Water baby wants to go for a swim.
He always wants to go for a swim. Don't let him get wet though. He's gonna want to sleep with me.
Hill. 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 Sit.
So I got one thing on my mind, and it's pulling you all over the place. Yeah, that's what I'm getting now is a jet stream. Right there's a jet stream.
There's two of them going that way. You got cold toes?
Well, we're gonna walk back up toward camp and get ready to eat some ribs. This is the boat ramp as we go up. It's pretty steep.
Huh?
So it's pretty steep.
Here, bud.
Nice boat ramp. To be a free area. All right. Okay, the ribs are done and they look really good. We're ready to dig in. You can see the meat starting to peel away from the bones. So we're fixing to eat. We got that camper that's over there, he has a generator running. And other than that, it's pretty quiet here. But we're gonna eat and then we're gonna go into the annex and play some games. Okay, we're in the annex. And we have the little heater going. And as you can see, we had it on low and it got warm in here. So now we're down to just the little pilot light. There, check this out. I'm seeing like something in there. See it?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
It's ghosts.
Dust? I think
It's ghosts.
I'm not sure what it is floating around the screen. It's like little dust particles.
It's ghosts.
We do have air vent. You know, this thing's not airtight. But that little old flame is all we need in here right now. I'm not sure what the temperature is outside yet. I know we was outside, it was kind of chilly. And we're playing a game on our old table. And it's called Nkala. So I'll probably get my butt whooped by her. And we got a light in here. Runs through the access to the truck bed, to the battery. But yeah, it works great. Got another light like this. And we just made the bed up top. And one of these little camera lights is all you need to light that up enough up there to see what you need to do. That light that came with the tent is very, very bright. And I said that light there does the job. And Remington, he's sitting down there soaking up the heat. I said that little stuff, I can see like little dust floating around. So it looks like bubbles on the screen to me. But anyway, I just want to let y'all know kind of what it's like in here. This is not the big annex, the bigger tent. You have a whole lot more room than this one. But we've got two of these big chairs, this little table. There's a nice cooler, the buddy heater with room around it. And I checked to make sure we wasn't getting too hot up here because I don't want to melt my screen or anything. And we have a suitcase and another little case down there. So there's enough room to get in here, play some games, have some extra stuff, and be warm. Y'all have a good night. Who won?
You won that round.
Who won?
You won that round.
I won. You heard her. I won. We're taking a night stroll Remy had to come out and water some bushes.
So weird.
I won't put you peeing on camera, boy. There is a street light at the boat ramp. And even though these bathrooms, well, there's no lights now. There was lights in bathrooms earlier. Remington taking you for a walk, dear?
We go to some interesting places.
He goes at a rabbit's pace.
You know what that was? Did you hear it?
Yeah, something's in the woods. Probably a possum. Surprised he didn't take out after it.
I think it's a bird. It's been flying up from the trees. This bush is pretty. See the purple berries?
Yeah.
A martin house, that means there's bats most of the time, don't it?
They eat mosquitoes.
Yeah, but don't normally when there's martins there's a bat down too. So guys, I asked him and he says he doesn't know, but when there is a ring around the moon, isn't the wives' tale that it's going to snow soon? Let us know. Come on, buddy. Up. You want to do the stairs? Come on. Up. Hey, Grim. Up. Up. Good boy.
Don't jump down there. That's not a good thing to see when you're at a campground.
Hopefully somebody diabetic was here.
Remind me to put some gloves on and come back down here and get it. Put it somewhere in the garbage up there or something.
Okay.
At least it still had the cap on it.
Well, you done, buddy? Come
He
here,
said
hang-
no. Did he get a drink of water?
Yeah, he actually waded a little bit in the water, I think.
Okay, well, we're going back toward camp. He got his nightly run. It's a stick, dude.
Yeah, but he's probably peed on all of them from here back to the camp several times. It was like, is my smell still there? No, we're not going down that trail. Come on. Come on. Come on, meathead.
Put but something smells good and I gotta pee on it. Okay, we fix to go back into the dark. So, I'm gonna turn the camera off. It's probably not doing no good anyway.
Super creepy. Here, let me have the flashlight.
There we go. I'm getting focused. That's kind of eerie, isn't it? I actually said that was Jason's hideout.
Baby, no. Don't go in there.
This used to be the bathrooms. So there's electricity there. I can understand why they closed them off. This used to be where the door was. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go in there even if it was open. Pretty creepy at nighttime.
Here, sit. Sit. Sit.
This end's boarded up too.
So, Dad, look up in the tree. He's under mistletoe. Kiss him.
You kiss him.
Well, he beat me so bad at Mancala several games that we are now switching to cards. Let's see who can win cards. Normally, it's me. Let's see. Okay, guys. Remember how I told you I would beat Tim at cards? Well, see, this is Tim's column. This is my column over here. And the final score, we played to 500. The final score for me was 565. And Tim's final score was 270. So, I beat him. I told you I would. Bye.
Good morning, YouTube. Tim with Outdoors4adventure and Remy. We got a lot of moisture moved in last night. Everything's wet. Of course, the inside's dry. We stayed pretty toasty up in the tent. We did kick the buddy heater on up there a couple times to heat it up. Right now it's in the annex, warming it up because that's where we get dressed and ready for the morning. And probably hang out for a little bit until all this moisture leaves. But you can't even see the lake on that side. It's just that much mist in there and fog in the air. It was a peaceful night. A few vehicles came through. That camper over there ran a generator all night, which wasn't a big deal. We still slept. But I'm fixing to get some coffee going, and we'll get with y'all in a little bit. Remy's checking out the outside from the inside. You like your annex room? Nice and toasty warm in there, isn't it? Got the coffee going. It'll be done just a little bit. And hopefully this moisture will get out here pretty quickly. Hopefully the sun will come out. It's supposed to get up in the 60s today, 61 or something like that. When I checked the weather last night, it said that it felt like 39 and I think the temperature was 41. You gonna stand there where it's warm and dry? Oh, generator's off now. Oh, do you? Yeah, it's still going. Good thing we decided not to camp over there. It would have been loud all night. Good little birds playing in the woods over here. Bunch of little finches around too. We had sporadic cell reception for our phones. We're with AT&T. Sometimes you get a little bit, and like if I check the weather, I may have to wait a little while before it actually connected and got the information I wanted, and then I could pull it up later. Sometimes you could actually do a little something right when you was trying to, but the cell reception's not that great here. Not for AT&T anyway. And so far, from what we've seen, their reception is better in most places than like Sprint. Because we had Sprint for several years, and we seemed like we always had trouble in areas like this getting any kind of reception. Sometimes even at our house, we had trouble getting reception. So yeah, after all those years, we're not too happy with Sprint. We just stayed with them because they was a little more affordable, but I guess you get what you pay for. It's cool enough today that I decided to put my stocking cap on. And do you see my stocking cap? My wife made me this. Ain't it cool? And it is very warm.
It's one I knitted when I first learned to knit. So it's made out of acrylic yarn. So I'm going to have to make him a new one out of wool so he understands the beauty of wool. Oh, okay.
I don't understand the beauty of this.
Okay, thanks.
We're at the boat ramp again this morning. Like I said, a lot of moisture moved in, and you can see it out there now. Not a whole lot to see other than the gray mist. Kind of eerie looking out there. We took the boy for a walk. Now we're going to turn around and go back to camp and get our coffee. And that jerk there, he's pulling on my leash. So we got to go back to camp. Well, we just got done eating our breakfast, and it was so good, I swear I hear a chainsaw. Do y'all hear a chainsaw? We had some eggs and some sausage links with cheese and jalapenos in them. Pretty good. But I know a guy pulled up and said that him and his buddies camp right here in this area, and he's been cleaning it up, so he's got a chainsaw out there cutting down stuff around the lake.
Which is very nice. That's probably who cut those that we walked down to the little lake last night, which that was very nice, and we were very appreciative to be able to have done that.
Yeah. But anyway, I thought it was funny. You're sitting here eating, and then you hear a chainsaw in a campground. But anyway, back at you later. Well, we've got our stuff packed up, and we're leaving Marcus Lenox campground at Degray Lake. And I talked to old boy, he said the bathrooms are just closed for the season, that they reopen later. But honestly, if I'm gonna camp here, I'm gonna be sure to bring my own porta potty and have a facility that I can use. And this was the campsite we chose when we were camping here. And we had plenty of room to walk around and roam. And I said that's where that peninsula is, just right up from where we camped. It walks out where you can see a good view of the lake. There's a road right here, and if you go left on it coming from the campground, that goes out to like another little peninsula into the lake.
There's a tree down there that's all twisted up. Must have been a tornado or something that's over here at one point. Big tree.
We're not going to get in a great big hurry to go home. We're going to leave and go around the north end of the lake and the west end of the lake. But I do believe this is the only free camp area on the lake that I know of, on Degray Lake. And we enjoyed our stay. And we're just gonna go kind of explore a little bit and then head on to the house. So if y'all watch this, I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to the channel, because there's much more to come. This is more of the lake as we're heading out of Marcus, Lenox. Where's that little road go? Just down to the lake?
Like, it looks like they put trees across it though to keep
People out of it. There's some pretty big holes in the road, so if you're pulling a camper back here, you definitely want to be careful. There's the sign as you're leaving the Degray Lake area, wildlife management area. And we're into the area where there's actually people that live now, so I'm going to stop the recording here.